Hi, so this is gonna be a review of Halsey's new album, or her debut album, called Badlands. If you don't know who Halsey is, I definitely recommend that you check her out. Her album Badlands is probably one of my favorite albums that have come out this year, and so I'm just gonna kind of review each song. I don't think this is technically a review because it's not like I'm being very critical of it. I think it's just me telling you why I love her album. Overall, it's just I love like well put together albums where even though there might be like 16 or so songs, they all kind of mesh together to create one story. I love albums like that. Badlands is a concept album, and there's a special place in my heart for concept albums. So yeah, let's just get started. The first song, I'm actually gonna listen to the songs because then I forget like what I like about each song if I'm not listening to them. So yeah, first song is Castle, and it starts off the album very well. Like you can get exactly what Badlands is like the exact, I guess, scenery that Halsey is trying to portray. And I love it. I don't know why. It reminds me of Salute by Little Mix. Just the kind of like go and defeat someone kind of vibe that it gives me. The chorus, I'm getting to that part. There's an old man sitting on a throne telling me to keep my pretty mouth shut or something like that. I don't know. I really like those lines. If you listen to it like while you're getting ready, I feel like it'll be like, yeah. That's how I feel like with Salute, and there's like this similar vibe with Castle and Salute. I feel like Hold Me Down, the transition from Castle to Hold Me Down is really good. I don't know, it's so weird. Like, it's a very good transition between the first song and the second song. Like I said, her songs are so cohesive together. Drive, I love all the car sound effects. It really adds to the story. Like I was saying, Badlands has this whole story about like this to me it sounds like this dystopian city where everything's kind of in a wreck, and like Drive is definitely that song where she's just like dreaming of getting away from Badlands. And I love just the effects that it gives to the feel of Drive, where it literally feels like it's midnight and you're driving and passing all these street lights, and like, do you get what I mean? Like, that's the kind of feeling that she portrays with the song, and I love it. There's one part where it's like, would it really kill you if you kiss? And then the instrumental after that, where it kind of sounds like it's like raining outside, and like the guitars kind of, there's like the guitar guitar plucking, kind of has this effect to it, and it kind of feels like this is dreamy sequence, and I love that. Like, just all the imagery that she puts into her song. Another one of my favorites is definitely Roman Holiday. I definitely like Drive was kind of like, at least to me in my mind, how the storyline goes is like Drive is like this love story that's blooming, like we both want to get out of here, and that's their connection to each other, that the fact that they both want to escape these Badlands, but all they can do is drive. And then Roman Holiday, I don't know, I get really sad listening to Roman Holiday. It's kind of like this like love story that just couldn't happen, and like I don't know, it makes me really sad, but in like a bittersweet sadness, if that makes any sense. It's a really good song. I think it's definitely one of my favorites. And then like, it's basically like they're trying for like timing's never right, so let's just get away, like on a Roman holiday. Like things aren't working out, but whatever, let's just get away, let's go on vacation. This might not work out, but who cares? Like that kind of carefree kind of love. It's not happening, but whatever, let's just do it anyway. I don't know, I love it. I love Roman Holiday. Colors. Colors is another one of my favorite songs from the album. I did hear it, the live version that she there's live versions from before the album came out. Actually, funny story, there was like this ukulele audio going around that people were saying was the studio version, but it was actually this girl covering Colors, and I believed it. I was like, why would she strip it down? It was a very good cover, but like if it was actually Halsey's studio version, I would have been very disappointed, but thankfully it wasn't. Although it was a very, very good cover, the actual studio version of Colors is very similar to her live version, thankfully. And it's just because the beat really gives to the feeling of the song. It's kind of like this upbeat flow. The beat of the song, especially during the chorus, reminds me so much of an aurora borealis, which I know it's like Colors blue, why would you obvious, but like, I don't know, just the beat, just it reminds me of a flowing color in the sky. And that's why I'm glad that she didn't strip it down, because you know, it's what contributes to like the feeling of the song. Strange Love, I really like Strange Love. I feel like every song is pretty much my favorite. I do have like a top 3, which is Roman Holiday, Colors, and Gasoline. But anyway, Strange Love, I feel like it's such an honest song. Like even though it's like complete opposite, it comes right after Colors and Colors Part 2, but I feel like that's good. It's like this abrupt transition, but a good abrupt transition in the story. I love the honesty in the song. That's my favorite thing, like the honesty in the lyrics. The whole yeah, I will perform this song in front of people, but doesn't mean I'm gonna give you an explanation, give those people an explanation, because just because I'm singing it on stage doesn't mean I owe anything to anyone else. I kind of love that honesty, that bluntness that Halsey has. It's like, I love it. Haunting. I love the effect of the keep on haunting me, like, and the beat. She has such good beats in her songs, like, just, it's such a good song, and like, I really like it. I can't even describe it other than that. It's just such a catchy and head bobby song. And like I said, I love the effect that they do on the keep on haunting me in the beginning of the song and during the chorus. It's such a, I don't know, it's so good. Okay, Gasoline is definitely one of my top 3 songs, is one of my top 3 in this entire album. The lyrics, I love the lyrics of Gasoline. I didn't know, I guess I didn't follow Halsey that much, like Instagram wise and like social media wise. I didn't know she actually poured a bottle of wine down the drain and took a bath in it. I thought it was like, that was just this metaphorical thing that she was saying, but she actually did it. But I love the lyrics. Those lyrics in the beginning are my favorite. And just the verses, like their lyrics are so good. Favorite thing about Gasoline is the part where she was like, do you call yourself a hurricane like me? And then you hear in the background the beat from Hurricane. It's just like, she's blowing my mind. Like, it's crazy good. Control. I feel like I start off every song with so good, but it is, I feel like she got this really good vibe of a horror movie, if that makes any sense, where she's kind of like the possessed person. I think she got that vibe very well, where it's kind of scary and like eerie. I really like it, even though I don't like scary movies, but she got the vibe, like the feeling that like, kind of, I think of this like haunted old house, and she's just kind of like sitting in a corner. That's like the imagery that I get from it, where she's kind of like possessed by something, you know? Yeah. And I feel like I Walk the Line it's a very short song. It's like under 3 minutes, I believe. Yeah, just under 3 minutes. But it's I feel like it's a good song to end on. I feel like she's very good at starting well and ending well. I feel like I Walk the Line is a great song to end on. I don't know how to describe why it is, but I feel like it's because it's a little bit slower, but it does get faster. but I feel like the beat just tells you this is the end of our story for now. Yeah. So yeah, that's my review of Badlands by Halsey. I really recommend that if you haven't listened to it, that you go out and listen to it. I do encourage you to buy it because she is awesome. She is an awesome musician. She's from Jersey. I'm from Jersey, if you didn't know, and I get insanely proud of people who just come out of Jersey and they're famous, and I'm just like, yeah, you came from the same place as I did. The album is on Spotify, so if you want to listen to it there. And if you really, really like it, I encourage you to buy it on iTunes, and I bought this one from Target. So yeah. Actually, I know a lot of people like already knew of Halsey before Badlands came out, because she was a big One Direction fan, and that she was friends with 5 Seconds of Summer, and she's friends with 21 Pilots. So a lot of people from those bandoms knew of Halsey and listened to Badlands. But I've been hearing a lot of people who had no idea who Halsey was. They just saw her as this blue-haired girl and they're like, who is she? Or they didn't even know who she was. And then they listened to Badlands. They're like, this is an amazing album. So like, you don't have to. I know I found out about her because of 5 Seconds of Summer, because she's friends with them. But there's, like I said, there's a lot of people who aren't, in those bandoms, and they found out about Halsey recently, and they're just like, wow, this is a good album. So yeah, I really recommend it to you. That's all I can say. It's an amazing album. Honestly, one of my favorites that came out this year, and honestly, probably one of my favorites ever. So yeah, bye.